Good morning. I'm Martha Matocha, and I'm one of several program directors here at the SNRS meeting. And today I want to provide some NINR updates. But first I want to thank the organizers for allowing us to have this opportunity to present today. Okay, so our mission is to promote and improve the health of individuals, families, and communities. And to achieve our mission, NINR supports and conducts clinical and basic research and research training on health and illness at all stages of life. And our strategic plan encompasses 4 major areas: symptom science, wellness, self-management, and end-of-life and palliative care. And we have 2 cross-cutting areas: innovation and technology, and training and career development for nurse scientists. So I want to briefly touch on funding opportunities. Now, there are many ways to find out about NIH and/or NINR funding opportunities, but perhaps the most comprehensive way is to go to grants.nih.gov. Once you're on this page, you can link to the page Find Funding. And once you're there, on that web page, you can pull up all NIH announcements, but you can also filter by activity codes such as an R01, an R15, an R21, or a K award, a K funding opportunity announcement. You can also filter by institute. So if you want to know if NINR funds R15s, filter by those entities, and up will pop up the parent announcement for the R15 because NINR does participate in that announcement. Now, NINR has a relatively new clinical trial planning grant funding opportunity announcement. It's the R34. And the R34 is to encourage applications that propose a complete planning, design, and preparation of the documentation needed to implement investigator-initiated clinical trials. Essentially, it's for the applicants to propose the developmental work needed to enhance the probability of obtaining definitive results from their clinical trial. You can search for it by its title or number, PAR-17-133, and there are special application due dates. Now, you may have heard or may be aware that NIH has instituted some new policies for clinical trial stewardship. Several of them are already in place. One that was instituted as of January 1st of this year was the requirement that PIs and staff involved in clinical trials, whether planning, oversight, management, must receive good clinical practice training. Another one that's in place now is that for competitive applications submitted as of January of this year, must agree to register their clinical trial in clinicaltrials.gov, and now that includes both Okay, this is great. It's on. And also, if your application is successful and awarded, you must report your clinical trial results within 1 year of the project completion. The single IRB policy for multi-site clinical trials will take effect in September of this year, and throughout this year, NIH is working on modifying the application to include a clinical trial text insert, so it's very clear that you're proposing a clinical trial in your application. Okay, let me go to training and career development. So NINR is very interested in making sure that we have a well-qualified and well-trained cadre of 21st century nurse scientists, and we have a wide range of strategies to promote the research careers of nurse scientists, including individual and institutional pre- and postdoc research fellowships. The individual fellowships are the F awards. The institutional fellowships come from the T awards. We have career development awards, or the K awards, and there are opportunities in both the NINR intramural and extramural program. And for example, if you go to our booth, you can read about the graduate partnership program that we support through the intramural program. So a couple of research intensives I want to bring to your attention. NINR annually offers the Summer Genetic Institute. This year it will be held June 5th through 30th. It's an intensive one-month program that includes both lectures and hands-on lab training. It's open to grad students, faculties, and clinicians. The deadline for applying is coming up next week, so if you want more information or are interested, please go to our website to see what's required to apply. Essentially, the SGI is geared toward providing or enhancing individuals' capabilities in genetics and genomics research to bring those elements into clinical practice. There's also the NINR Boot Camp. This is also held every year. This year the topic is Precision Health from Omics to Data Science. It will be held August 7th through 11th. It's a one-week intensive research training course. It includes both lectures and classroom discussion. It's open to grad students, faculty, and clinicians. The registration opens April 3rd at 12 noon. It's a first-come, first-served application process. If you want to know more about what the content is, the same topic was offered last year, and the first day from the boot camp is archived. It's a video archive, and you can see that if you go to our website. Just search for boot camp, and you can pull up the archive video cast. Now let me talk about a few resources. Yesterday at our round table, there are a number of questions about applying, what are the pitfalls of applying for an R01 or a fellowship or really any NIH grant. And there are several new videos from the Center for Scientific Review, which is the entity which reviews most NIH applications. A lot of those questions are answered in two of these videos. And I especially want to point you to the second and third ones, 8 ways to successfully navigate NIH peer review and get an R01 grant, but really it's applicable to applying for almost any R series or any type of NIH activity code, and also 8 ways to successfully navigate NIH peer review and get a fellowship grant. Both of these videos devote a substantial portion of their time to Q&A. An upcoming director's lecture I want to highlight is the one that will take place next week. Dr. Linda Aiken from University of Pennsylvania will speak on nursing's impact on patient outcomes. We'll have other director's lectures throughout the year, so please continue to check NINR's website. Now we have a caregiving summit that's going to take place August 7th through 8th, and you can read more about it on our website. The Science of Caregiving, Bringing Voices Together. And this summit it's open to caregivers, advocates, lay people, and of course researchers. And it will offer the perspective of the caregiver and caregiving across the lifespan. It will also have lecture or discussion about NIH research on caregiving, and also there'll be a focus on technology that can benefit the health of both the patient and the caregiver. Now I want to leave you with this take-home message that we, meaning the program directors, are here to help you. And we can do that at several time points throughout the application and award process. Before you submit your application, we want to hear about and learn about your research idea, and we can help to counsel you to make sure it fits with our mission, our strategic plan, and programmatic areas. And after you submit your application, we can help you with interpreting your summary statement and thinking about your next steps. And then after you receive your award, we can help you deal with challenges that you may encounter. We also want to hear about your successes. And your success is our success, so we really want you to contact us for help. At one of the round tables yesterday, somebody asked, well, how long can I talk to a program director? Is it 5 minutes? Well, it's definitely more than 5 minutes. We want to talk with you as long as it's needed to help you with your application, whether it's in the beginning or in the middle, after you receive your summary statement, or once you have your award. Our presence here at SNRS includes round tables. There'll be another one this afternoon. Also, we'll be at the How to Pursue a Postdoc today, 4:30 to 5:30, and we have some scheduled times at the exhibit booth. And I'll be happy to answer questions at the end of the presentations.